Good morning, Staley. Today is Monday, March 22nd, day in your schedule, and I'm Kyla Wood.
And I'm Victor Cascio. Today's birthday wishes go to Brenna Francis, Dylan Johnson, Kyle Johnston, Sadie Marsh, Chase Van Meter, and Kai White. Happy birthday, everyone.
Attention seniors, graduation announcements and cap and gowns will be delivered by Jostens in the Great Hall during lunch on this Tuesday, March 23rd, and Friday, March 26th. Please bring the remainder of your balance to pick up your items. Virtual seniors can come during lunch either of those days to pick up their items.
Are you interested in being a 2021-2022 Student Council Officer? Any current sophomore or junior can run for the office of President, Vice President, Secretary, Treasurer, or Historian. You must have at least a 3.0 GPA, be in good behavioral standings, and be able to add the leadership class to your class schedule next year to be placed on the ballot. Applications are now available for Mrs. Holmes and CR 223 and are due by Monday, April 6th after spring break. The elections will take place online via Canvas the week of April 12th. Please see Mrs. Holmes or Mr. Anderson if you have any questions.
The bowling team competed in their first tournament of the year last weekend. They placed 8th in the tournament, winning 5 out of 11 games. The team members for this tournament were Jackson Stewart, Mason Whitesell, Marcus Castro, Zach DeVell, Ashton Wilson, Colin Wilson, Remy Asta, Janessa Deuce, and Kylie Bass.
Staley girls basketball participated in the Class 6 state championship this weekend. Here's Into Sports with a recap of Friday's game versus Incarnate Word Academy.
The Staley Falcons fell to Incarnate Word in this evening's Class 6 state semifinal game by a score of 77-40. The Lady Red Knights started off the night with a barrage of scoring, racing out to a 29-8 lead after a quarter. At the half, the score stood 49-19 in favor of Incarnate Word. Although Staley was able to slow the Red Knights offense a little bit in the second half, the damage had already been done. Staley's bid for a state title has come to a close. Here's what the coaching staff had to say in regards to the loss.
Easily the best team we've seen all year, and I would say possibly in the state of Missouri. The speed and size is just very hard for us to duplicate. And you can practice against it, but until you see that in person, it's kind of hard to understand what that's like and the pressure that they deal you.
I think you just look at it as experience just being here. Coming down here, this is our first time at the Final Four, so just the experience of getting down here and playing and just going through it and just seeing what it looks like and seeing what it takes and to know what the other teams, how fast they play and how well they play. So you just build on that and just use that as a guide to kind of show you, okay, this is how you have to do it if you want to get back.
Despite the loss, there is a lot to celebrate this year, as well as a lot to look forward to in the future as the Falcons learn from this experience.
I think, the thing is that they should be very proud that they're here. I mean, they came out of Kansas City, we made the Final Four, and that they can be one of 6 teams that finishes with a win. Their season is not over. And that's a unique situation. So for them to not hang their heads and just to go out and play really hard the next game for the 3rd place game.
I mean, you look at it as, you're playing games and, anytime you lose, you're going to feel bad afterwards. It's just human nature. And so we just try to get through it and try to focus on the next step, the next game, and get out what you need to get out tonight, and then let's move forward and let's grow. Because, as much as we need to grow from this, and we need to experience this, because that's what it takes to get better.
And now for Saturday's 3rd place game versus Kickapoo.
Staley fell short to Kickapoo in the 3rd place consolation game this afternoon, resulting in a 4th place finish at this year's state championship. In a similar fashion to last night's game, Kickapoo raced out to a big lead and was up 43-20 at halftime. India Green led the scoring for the Lady Chiefs with 13 points through the half, and Isabella Fauntleroy followed with an additional 11. Morgan Ferrara was the leading scorer for the Falcons with 12 points in the first half before ending the night with 32 total points, including going 5 for 7 from 3-point range. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get the job done for the Falcons. Fauntleroy ended up with 24 points, and Green, along with Rachel Sins, had 17 apiece. Staley was out-rebounded 15-54, a big factor in tonight's loss.
When you give up 54 rebounds, I don't think you're going to win too many games. But I thought our girls competed, and I'm proud of them.
Overall, there was a lot of success for the girls basketball team this season and a lot to celebrate as they look to next season. For Into Sports, this has been Victor Cascio and Jake Ballou reporting from Springfield, Missouri.
Here's Alexa with this week's weather.
Hello Falcons and welcome back for your weekend. I hope you had a good one. For this week's weather, the highs will be in the upper 50s to low 60s, and the lows will be in the upper 30s to low 50s. For this week, Monday will be cloudy with a high of 64 and a low of 52. Tuesday will be cloudy and rainy with a high of 55 and a low of 43. Wednesday will be cloudy with a high of 54 and a low of 39. Thursday will be cloudy and rainy with a high of 52 and a low of 37. Friday will be cloudy with a high of 59 and a low of 45. Saturday will be partly cloudy with a high of 63 and a low of 39. Sunday will be sunny with a high of 59 and a low of 37. Signing off for STTV Weather, I'm Alexa Ferris. Have a good one, everyone.
Now here's Jacob with the One Chip Challenge.
Have you ever seen the Pocky One Chip Challenge on TikTok? Well, if you haven't, it's the world's hottest chip made with Carolina Reapers and Sahachi Heat, and today I'm taking on the challenge. I guess I'm just gonna go and touch it. Oh. The name of the game is to eat the chip and see how long we can last without eating or drinking anything.
Oh my god.
Well, the eating and drinking thing didn't last very long. I needed milk about 2 minutes in.
Just get it over with. I wouldn't touch your eyeballs.
It doesn't stop climbing.
I would say we're at the 2-minute mark here, and my body temp is starting to get really hot. Yes, that is sour cream, and honestly, it helped the most with the heat.
Alright, you're gonna have to edit this. But
You can see here how I totally regret doing
yeah,
this.
I got 3 minutes.
Signing off for STTV, this is Jacob Fox.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Staley. Be sure to check us out on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and visit us online at StaleyNews.com.
And be sure to check out our YouTube channel for daily shows and more. Have a marvelous Monday, everyone.